and welcome to Let's English Country again. An English book to read today is Magic Treehouse Story, Dingoes at Dinnertime. And we can start at our first pages, chapter 3, Bigfoot, and we are reading at chapter 4, okay? And now one more time started reading about it is Magic Treehouse Tigers at Twilight. And we come to start at chapter 3, Life of that story. And we end reading chapter 4 too, okay? And now are you ready for these two books and two stories? And with some lots of characters. And now here we go. And first you can read Dingoes at Dinnertime. Chapter 3, Bigfoot. The loud cry rang again through the dry air, and Teddy barked. Jack and Annie turned around with a clearing. It was hard to tell where the sound was coming from. The terrible cricket came again. There, said Annie. She pointed at a bird in a gum tree. The bird had brown feathers and a large head with a long beak. It started to down at Jack and Annie. Then it let another crackle. Weird, said Jack. And he found a bird in his book and read. The kookaburra say kookaburra, and it's the best known bird of this Australia. There was even a popular song about it. A kookaburra is also called a laughing donkey. This is because the strange sound it makes reminds people of braying donkey. Oh, I know that song, said Annie. She began singing. Kookaburra sits on a golden gum tree. Merry, merry king of the bushes he. And Jack wrote his notebook. Kookaburra, a big cook. And Annie stopped singing. Hey, she said, there's another weird thing. Where? Said Jack, and Annie pointed to a big bluish tan lamp lying a dusty hole. Is alive? Said Jack. They stepped closer in a big lump. It looks like it's breathing, said Annie, and the lump is an animal lying on its back. It paws or crossed over the chest. It had huge feet, large ears, a face like a deer's, and a very long tail. It also had a very fat stomach. Just then, a small head peered out of his stomach. Wow, said Jack. Oh, wow, the kangaroo with her baby in her pouch, said Annie. Great, said Jack. Remember, we having to get a gift from kangaroo. Their voices woke kangaroo. The animal jumped up in a shallow bed, and she glared at Jack and Annie, her baby picked out of a pouch. And her mother, kangaroo, gave an angry stamp. Oh, we're sorry, Annie said. We didn't mean to wake you up, a kangaroo eyed Annie crossly. And then she took a giant hop toward her. Cropping the kangaroo, Annie hopped toward a big animal. The kangaroo hopped again, and Annie hopped it. And the kangaroo and Annie began hopping around each other. Look as if they were dancing. And Jack couldn't believe how grateful the kangaroo was. She seemed to fly towards the air under his hand. Land has stuffy and butterfly. And he looked up kangaroo in his book and read. The kangaroo is the most famous and most pose. A female carries her baby known that joy in her pouch. Scientists call a kangaroo a merklepot, which means a big foot and big feet. So a kangaroo hops higher than any other animal in the world. With a running leap, a large kangaroo can jump over a school bus. forget hopping contest, Danny, said Jack. And she can hop out you by a smile. And he pulled out his notebook and wrote, Kangaroo, big foot, can jump over a school bus. And the kangaroo began stamping her feet again. What's wrong? Said Annie. A kangaroo had frozen. Grrr, Teddy grew from Jack's backpack. Some nervy bushes move it. Oh no. A moment later, 3 ducks came pedestrianly to a clearing. The were sand colored mean looking, and Teddy grew once more. But the ducks crept toward the kangaroo. Suddenly, the mother kangaroo sprang into the air away from the ducks, and the ducks chased after her. Stop, said Annie. Stop. Leave her alone. As the kangaroo jumped, she turned in the meadowland, dancing a different direction. And she then jaggering over roads and bushes, howling wild dogs, and raced after the kangaroo and her baby. Now the Anna reading this Magic Treehouse Dingoes at dinner time for today, chapter 3, and tomorrow we started at chapter 4, Zoe. Okay, and now the Anna reading at chapter 5 tomorrow, okay? And now one more time since reading about it is Magic Treehouse, Tigers and Twilight. Chapter 3, Life or Death. Tiger, said Annie. Cool, Jack, read more. Why, Tiger? It's almost... Oh, no. Wow. 5,000 pounds of fresh raw meat and eat. Oh, not so cool, said Annie. And Jack went on. Tiger usually leave elephants alone. And like many smarter cats, tigers are awful to wild dogs. And Teddy growled. Wild dogs not and shrimp like you, Jack said to Teddy. A tiger will you eat in a minute. And Teddy groaned again. Just then Cat and Crow began hooting. Cuckoo, coo. And the peacocks tried cock. And a small deer made a short breaking sound and stopped their hoops. What's going on? Said Annie. We'd better put Teddy in my pack, said Jack, to keep him safe. And Jack slipped in the ducks into his pack, and Teddy had poking out of the top. All set, said Jack said as the little duck, and Teddy groaned again. And it's time a deep friend squirrel answered back, and he seemed to start them, and Jack's hair stood on end. Yikes, said Annie. A tiger, said Jack. Teddy broke, and Cat and Co cheered at Jack and Annie from the tree. They want to join them, said Annie. Come on, she grabbed a branch and climbed up, and Jack's hands were shaking as he put in a backpack on, and he grabbed a branch and the pushes of the ground. And he jumped himself in a tree, and another growl shook his forest. Oh man, said Jack. Coo, coo, coo. And the lungers climbed higher up the tree. What's happening to here? Oh, is the tiger coming? So everybody frightened? Jack and Annie followed them, climbing from branch to branch. The sky above no longer growing. A bright orange had faded to a twilight gray, and Jack looked down. He couldn't see the ground at all. He listening for another scary roar. Only one cry of frightened forest creatures will fill the air. Maybe the tiger's gone, said Annie, and Jack glanced at Cat and Co, and the lungers crowded together. Their dark faces looked worried. And maybe not, said Jack. How can we get through the forest without running into him, said Annie. That's a problem, said Jack. And it's getting dark. Soon we don't be able to see anything. And Cat and Co hooted again, and they pointed down a tree trunk. And Teddy broke it from his Jack's backpack. Do they see a tiger? Jack asked, and he heard dumping it in. And he couldn't see anything about leaves and branches, and far below. He saw a tree trunk move. A snake, said Annie. And the snake was swirling around the trunk, and it had been black tam markers. The snake body is thick and a tree trunk. A python, breathed Jack, and a python keeps curling up the tree trunk. Is it poison? Said Annie, and Jack pulled out her book, but his last sight of the day, it found him by a picture by python. He read aloud, a python is not a poison snake. Phew, said Annie. Not so fast, said Jack, and he read more. To his cute phrase, a python squeezes into depth and shallows in a hole. Oh, and a python can shallow an animal the size of the grown deer. Oh, yuck! Oh, no. So, it didn't have some poison, but it might be a little bit dangerous. Every snake is a little bit dangerous, I think. And this is more than yuck. Annie, said Jack. This life or death. And Cotton Co chattered at Jack and Annie. Not now, said Jack. We have to think. The Lungers grabbed a thick business and leaned it back, and they dumped it out of the tree. And the Lungers swung through the air like a trapping artist, and they swung over our branches and the tall grasses and landed in another tree. They screeched at Jack and Annie and waved their arms. And I know what they're saying, said Annie. They want to copy them. They want us to copy them. Oh, so what are they copy? Copy a snake? So what happened then? Now, swing time story will be see tomorrow, chapter 4, and the end of reading in chapter 5 too, okay? And now, did you have fun? Heroes English Country will come back with some these book and these story with some lots of characters, okay? And now, please thumbs up my YouTube every time, and happy Friday now. Bye.